Hey everybody, Dominic here, taking my dog Coon for a walk. I had a few people ask me if I could show my dog since I didn't do that in my last video. So here he is down here. Hi Coon, how you doing, bud? Okay, so in this video, what I'd like to talk about is how you actually use educational technology and really just some suggestions on how to utilize it effectively. You know, I do a lot of videos in which I introduce different tools, different ideas, different types of educational technology. And understandably, it might feel overwhelming at times. How can I utilize all of these tools? Well, I've got a couple of general suggestions, and then I also have I have 5 steps that you can follow when it comes to utilizing EdTech in your classroom. So let me go through the suggestions first. My first suggestion is don't try to use all these different tools in one go. That would be overwhelming for anybody. You should just pick a couple, maybe just one. Pick what you are comfortable with doing. And my second suggestion is be okay with activities failing. There is always the possibility that things will not go the way that you had hoped. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that the tool is bad. It just may mean that you need to refine the way in which you're using it. And that's okay. So be willing to iterate upon activities that you conduct in your class. Now, with that said, 5 general steps that I would follow to put educational technology in my classroom. Step 1, give yourself the opportunity to learn about new educational technology. The good news is, if you're watching my videos, you're already doing this by simply just seeing what's out there and understanding the benefits it could have for your instruction. Okay, so that's step 1. Step 2 is consider the course that you teach and the learning objectives that you want your learners to accomplish. We want to make sure that any educational technology that we utilize is going to somehow benefit our instruction. Hello. Come on, Coon. Coon just saw a friend, a very big friend compared to him. Okay, so we want to make sure that the tool that we're going to use is going to lead to the learning objectives of our course being better accomplished. Okay. Then step 3 is to consider your learning context and consider the delivery type that you're going to be teaching. Obviously, an activity is going to be different in a face-to-face class than it's going to be in an online or a hybrid class. You also have to consider what kind of technology do your students have access to. Do you expect them to utilize their own personal technology? If that's going to be a problem, you may want to do a needs assessment where you just see, what access to technology do students have. If they don't have access, perhaps you can conduct the activity by having them go to a computer lab or the library after class. Maybe that's logistically not an option. In that case, maybe we need to rethink utilizing that tool. Okay, it's very important to consider, is it logistically possible to work? Okay. Step 4, design your activity with explicit instructions. And I would recommend having a colleague go through your activity and ensure that it makes sense, ensure that they are able to accomplish it. That'll give you the chance to refine it, ensure that all your instructions are clear, and fix any issues that may come up. And then lastly, step 5 is I would recommend doing some form of low stakes intro activity in which the students get the chance to work with the technology before they get to the main activity. So what I'm referring to is, let's say you're going to do a branching quiz activity. Well, before we have students actually do the branching quiz and create supplemental learning artifacts, I would recommend first have the students just do a Google form. Have the students just make a video where they introduce themselves, or they do a sample form that they send to you. Have them just practice with the tool. If you do that, it's going to iron things out. You're going to find some glitches or some misunderstandings early on that you can address. And then when it gets time to do the real activity, students will have already had some experience with it. So those are just a few suggestions to keep in mind. Educational technology can really have an immense beneficial impact upon instruction. I firmly believe that, across all delivery types. But we want to make sure that we're choosing the right tool for the right job, and we want to be thinking about the way in which we use it. So hopefully that was beneficial. Thanks for watching.